3, 2, 1, and we're live. Let's take a look at this. Adding and subtracting decimals. First of all, you have to know how to add, subtract, and you have to know where the decimal points go. If you don't know these three things, you have to go back and learn. Let's look at the number 1. There's number 1. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means. 1.00 all the way till the end of time. Same thing with any number. How about this one? 1, 2, 3. 0.00000 all the way till the end of time. Well, what about this one? 7.31. That's right, zeros all the way. Yep. Now let's look at an example. We have 14.31 plus 18.24. We want to know what that equals. I can do this in my head. Big deal. I want to line it up. I want to get it right. So if I line it up by putting the decimal points where they go, I have a good chance of getting it correct. It's an addition problem. Now I have these decimal points and they're lined up. My line isn't lined up. There we go. Now what should I do first? Put the decimal point there. This way I know it's there. 1 and 4 are 5. 3 plus 2 are 5. My decimal point's there, but I'm going to put a little bit right there to just fill it in. 4 and 2 are 12. Carry the 1. 3. 32.55. My decimal point is there. I will get an A, and I want you to get an A. If you forget the decimal point, you'll probably get an F. A nice teacher, if you're really, really new, will say, hey, you forgot your decimal point. I'll give you half credit. That's still not good enough. You want to get 100%. And the way you do that is by following procedure. 3.75 minus 2.3. Let's look at this. 3.75 minus 2.3. Line my decimal. This is a little crooked, but no. Minus 2.3. There we go. So my decimal points are lined up. And once again, I will put my decimal point right here. 2.3 is the same as 2.3000 all the way till the end of time. I don't want to write a bunch of zeros, but I want to fill this hole in. You see the hole here? What can I put there? That's right, a 0. And there it is. So I'm subtracting. 5. There we go. Bring that down. 3 minus 7. 7 minus 3 actually would be a 4. I can fill my decimal point in a little bit. And this becomes a 1. And that's the answer. Look at that. How about this? If I have 14.8 plus 17.25 plus 1.234. It's a lot of numbers. Well, all I have to do is line up my decimal points. Okay, there we go. And 17.25. 1. The 1 goes there, not over somewhere else, okay? Let's take a look. Get rid of that. There we are. And 2, 3, 4. Draw my line. This is an addition problem. My decimal points are lined up. And guess what? That's right. I'm putting my decimal point right there. I can fill the zeros in or not. You're new, fill them in. And there they are. Let's do the math. 4, 8, 12, Carry the 1. 13. 2. My decimal point is there. Let's double check these numbers because there's a lot of numbers. Did they match? Yeah, they matched. That's good. So let's just keep moving forward. Suppose I have 17.8 minus 4.321. What does that equal? First, the most important thing is to write my numbers, double check them, make sure they match. Put my minus sign here. 4.321. Does that match? Yes. Draw the line, put my decimal point, fill in my zeros. This is subtraction. I will be doing things here. So 0 minus 1 doesn't work. So I have to borrow. Can't borrow here, have to borrow over here. So that becomes a 7. This is a 10. I have to borrow. It becomes a 9. Becomes a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. 1. Fill in my decimal point a little bit. And there it is. If you don't know how to do this stuff here with the borrowing and all that, that's okay. You need to go back and do a refresher. You cannot get far in math unless you follow the steps as you learn. We learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And when we introduce new concepts, we start off with addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Once you learn the concepts of math, you'll get A's. If you don't understand it that well, you'll get C's, D's, and a lot of F's. Yeah. The B's are for when you make some simple mistakes. You're like, oh, yeah, I didn't put my decimal point. I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But when you do this and that, you'll get the A. And it's easy, and you'll be one of the first people finished. Yeah. It's really the truth. So just keep at it. 14.72 plus 9.1. Should we add or subtract? Let's add, because that's what this says to do. Follow procedure. 14.72 plus 9.1. Let's fill in my decimal point, the zeros, and do the work. 2 plus 0, 2. 7 plus 1 is 8. My decimal point's there. Give it a little more. Fill it in. Your decimal point has to be there. Make it a habit to fill it in a little bit, just in case you forget to put it sometimes. Okay, 4, 9, or 13. Carry the 1, and that is the answer. You're finished. And I think we're finished with this video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and we'll take it from there. Have a beautiful day.